What's up, Go enthusiasts? I'm gonna try to play this 9-dan live. We'll see if this makes good content. This is not a professional opponent, um, but I'd like to try playing a live game here, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, this is 30-second Biyomi game. Um, I would like to try to play the very loose pincer, something like this. I'm just curious to see how this kind of thing works. I've hardly ever seen it before, but I know it's not that bad. It's slightly bad. It should allow White to take some control here if they play correctly. But I don't really know what correctly is. I think it's something like kick, I knight's move, and then maybe they empty triangle there? That can be interesting. That can be very interesting. This one is also possible. I thought that like if I move this stone further away, it should be okay. In general, I should run here. He should save that way, and then I should probably just jump out. That seems natural. I could also play to another open area, but when they can press you here, that's usually considered as slightly better than normal for efficiency for their stones. Let me take my headset off so I can hear myself. Doesn't mean I can't hear the fox countdown. Maybe I'll keep my headset on. Yeah, we jump. Okay, I think that connecting is normal. Alright, let's be attentive here. That is the focus. So I would like to keep control for that area and for this area.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
It seems like allowing him to run up here is not so bad. But I'm not sure. I think now it makes it so it's good flow for me to run out. But I could be crazy, of course. It's not guaranteed could. Is it better to play
9, 8, 7, 6,
to play an extend here?
4, 3, 2.
I think so, actually. And then I was thinking I can still run. This should be effective. I would like to get to play this turn at some point. I think his blocking there is quite significant. But for now, some surrounding move is very powerful against me. If I would try to do that and he surrounds and then I can't connect and he, he attacks me, it feels awkward, feels hard.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is as expected, and then I thought I was just going to turn. I could play other things. Is there anything I can do that's sharper, more attentive? Any details I'm missing? I don't really see anything. Okay. So this could be a good time to turn, since he put my group under the first bit of pressure.
8,
I can still run out my group here all the time. It is getting to be weak, but I have some potential eyes. I have some room to run still. It shouldn't be that weak right away, so I want to take care of this one first, and this turn is so important so that I don't suffer liberty issues so severely.
9,
And so, of course, that I can leave a cut here to
7,
keep pressure there someday. So. Am I going to take a base?
9,
It feels very, very powerful to take a base somehow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Even like this. Am I too crazy? I'm probably too crazy. I'm daring him to attack this because I really think it's not that weak, you know?
9, 8, 7, 6,
So he can attack it, but I can still run. Diagonal and jump are both possible. Is there any weakness here that's very relevant? Like this one? I guess I could play here to handle that weakness. It feels sort of weird to be passive like that, but this move is actually a little annoying. I guess I can Atari, but
9,
getting split can be weird.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just going to play this one. If he does this eventually, that's okay. And we will back off. There. I guess I should have considered honeying and then potentially doing a fiercer thing. Sort of my intuition is that if I have some weakness in the general area, then playing the honey and inviting the cut is going to be a little risky.
2, 1.
Understandable. For now, I think this area is still very valuable to run to. So we will continue to run. Is there some weakness again that I can handle? Like I could come back here once again, but it feels like when I play here, I keep so much pressure potentially there. I could ask about this peep.
5, 4, 3,
I don't think he's going to cover that in any efficient way on the next move. I don't think this is like urgent. It's just something that I can look for, and I think this is a good move to look for that. Okay.
1.
Oh, I don't know. This is quite a passive move to fix my cutting points there. I didn't really have to. I didn't find any active move that I wanted to play. I could have played in this direction to stop him from running here, but I felt that this running direction is still valuable for me. And I just generally felt that if he could cut here and cause me to have issues in that area, he can use it at that. He can use it to take care of this. I just generally felt that I'm keeping a lot of pressure now for that cut. And for the fact that I have the territory here and the fact that I can still come in to this area.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to argue very fiercely that he does not have to come back because he can save his group out another way. And that he wants to chase my group still. I would like to argue fiercely that this is quite a strong area. And so when he runs down and I run in this direction, I'm gaining comparatively.
7,
So it makes me want to
5,
play like this.
4, 3,
Also, I believe I'm not so weak still. So if he tries some cut, I'm not going to be scared.
2, 1.
Okay. So the plan was to jump down from this side. It seems very natural. Is there any globally relevant detail I'm missing here? I don't think so.
8, 7,
Interesting. The attach. The attach. I'm pretty sure I want a Hane on this side.
6, 5, 4, 3,
He seems to have some weaknesses still, and I thought if I could Atari and connect here, that it should be good shape for me. Hmm.
9,
This may be a bit more complicated than I bargained for, but I don't think it's bad still.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I could have Atari'd here first before playing this, or Atari'd here first before playing this as well. I thought they weren't necessarily going to be good exchanges. Because I believe I can run out if he Atari's from this side. I guess we'll see how true that is.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Maybe he plans to play here, and then if I Atari down, extend down, and if I answer here, then he can make a squeezing variation like this, which could potentially help him out in the center.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5,
So I'm thinking I should extend here then.
1.
If he descends here, I will Hane, I think.
9, 8, 7, 6.
And this one I'd like to treat similarly, except he didn't give himself the weakness to that side, so maybe I can push through, but still probably not. Still probably Hane. But then the question is, can I play stronger by playing here? Because he has this Hane that he's setting up, so if I Hane, he can Hane here, and then he can save in his corner. But then I can attack
9,
that side. It feels like this Hane is quite a strong move.
5,
Maybe he's going to play on the outside here.
2.
Okay, actually I should spend a Biyomi, because that's a little scary.
Yo-yomi's left.
Let's say I play here, or here. He does that. I play here, 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 here. Or I could do that one. There, there, there. There, there, there.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think it's correct to exchange this once. And then after that, I'm not sure whether the next exchange is any good. So now, should I be playing here? It's hard. I think not.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I should be playing here first. I'm not sure about what I'm doing here, but there's a kind of a squeezing Atari sequence that seems to work well with the rest of the board.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wow, very interesting. So now if I would play connect here, they plan to connect and throw in, I believe. So if I...
9, 8,
Hmm.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I'm gonna just answer, ultimately. Hmm. Okay, and then we're gonna Atari here. Allow them to save and take this outside.
6, 5.
I think that saving these stones is very valuable because there is an active cut there, and there's a passive cut here, a cut that I can take eventually. This is forcing, so I must answer. I don't think that was a very good forcing move, but it was forcing. I think I should connect this. I could fight harder. You know, it's like I kind of lose access to this peep that I was saying was my Sente before. I don't think it's a big deal. And I think that connecting is a big deal.
2, 1.
Very understandable. If I Hane, can I get Sente? After that, I can Atari here. And I could push. They could cut. Seems kind of unlikely to be Sente, but also massive. I think it's just big enough.
9, 8.
Maybe not Sente, but super, super huge compared to them descending and then keeping pressure on my group, potentially even. Yeah, understandable. That's a good exchange for me. And then I have potential on the right side, and he has potential on the left side. So, how to handle it? How to handle the both of them? Do I play on the bottom side?
9,
Sort of eye up everything,
7,
or do I invade directly?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I want to invade directly. This is probably a little suspicious, but it feels like he has weaknesses there, so he answered. So once he answered there, it's like this is a fair amount for him to get as long as I can extract that value and put it here. So I'm thinking like this or invade should be normal moves. Honestly, invading looks very, very good.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
In this kind of circumstance where his influence is kind of just building territory, that's not a very active use of influence. So we will make him take that. I wonder whether he'll switch. No, he wasn't going to switch. Okay, I should answer that peep, I'm sure. He still has some issue with the connection to that, even though he connected there. So it's important to be strong in front of it. And so he invades mine. I invade his, he invades mine.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I don't want him to go to the corner. I think the corner is the valuable area. I think this side is not that valuable, so I want to block the corner. And since I think this is actually an invasion, I'm going to play, I think, high, even though it doesn't really make sense with this. Like, he could then get this nice move. It's kind of tough. It feels like the practical move is to play the low one. For territory, it's going to be a lot easier to handle. But high is the
8,
proper, the theoretical one.
6,
Feels
5,
like.
4, 3,
Let's be territorial.
6, 5,
this is the theoretical reason why you don't do this. It doesn't mean that it's actually practically bad. I think that I should answer here. The corner is by far the most important. If he gets a position on the bottom side, it doesn't mean anything because of this.
8, 7, 6, 5.
So I want to secure the corner. This move asks to be able to invade the corner, so I'm just saying no very strongly here. And sort of stealing away some base potential from him, so he likely will have to run. In an area which is unlikely to get territory.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So he tried to take his own territory by building his left side. Which is understandable, but it should allow me to take some control here, if I can play well.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to jump in from this side. This is expected. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to show him that he can't take this area and take care of that group at the same time. Or maybe take this area and take care of that group at the same time. It's kind of hard, actually. Maybe even this area is valuable, too.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm going to play just this move for now. Very patient and slow. And I think this is correct in this circumstance. Since I have no power over here, it doesn't really matter to get a filled liberty there. Okay. Now, let's be careful. Try to do this correctly. If I hane and he plays here, I cut. If he would try to take underneath, it's going to be very dangerous for him.
9,
So I can do this one. He may cut first. And then I think I will capture. You can do that one. I will capture. You can do that one. I will play here. You can do that one. I think I will play here. He does that. I play here. He does that. He does that. It's not good.
6, 5.
So my very intuitive move is this one, as I said. But it doesn't mean it's correct, actually. This one could be better
9,
if I'm supposed to be very aggressive right now,
7, 6, 5,
which is possible.
4, 3, 2.
But I'm going to just play my staple move. I think that I'm doing okay. Maybe he thinks he's doing okay. So I thought if I play here and he does that, I could play here, and then I can cover, and I can eat those stones.
8,
And I would have a lot of excess power on the bottom side. So he may fight against me here, but that fight will be very hard to play with a full weak group, which I'm punishing with when I win the ko.
9, 8, 7,
But maybe this is the wrong direction to put my stone on the bottom side.
3, 2,
Hmm.
1. 2 Yoyomis left.
They may try to play softly, leave this situation for a chance for them to make a serious ko later. Could be efficient.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this move. Makes sense. Makes sense. If I play additional moves here right now, it feels very congested. I want to wait for him to start the ko seriously and then trade into it. For now, I think this peep should be powerful. Then I'm thinking about a move like this one. I want to control this area. Control his weaknesses here.
3, 2, 1.
Understandable. Understandable. But I wonder whether this has made it valuable now to play here. Since my capture should be very solidly sente and then even making some pressure.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I don't know. As we go into endgame, it becomes important to get this move, by the way.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Wow, they really want to fight this ko now? Okay. I will accept like this, I think. Which is sort of a middle ground between maximum territory and maximum ko threats and minimum aji.
9, 8.
This one is definitely the maximum territory,
4,
but it leaves so many more ko threats.
2,
I think this one is the right one. The right way to play. Okay. Curious situation here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
If he's crazy, he may judge that that's not worth it, but it seems worth it to me. Like, he may try to break through here and break my bottom side, but I think this is just so big.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He's probably just thinking about his next ko threat. It's very hard for him to play ko threats because this capture threatens to capture an entire right side of the board, you know? It's a super, super big follow-up for me.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last Byoyomi.
Tough. Tough for both of us here.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So that one is not clearly a ko threat. As when I capture here, and he cuts, and I can just sacrifice this all and try to cut here, could be good for me.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I think I will allow it though. So what I did though is I made it so that there's another ko here. If he takes that move later. And the reason why I've done that is that I have the additional massive move here to break through this shape. I believe it's correct to connect. And now I think that breaking through this shape is actually just so big, right? That it's worth it.
9, 8,
But additionally, I could try
6,
like this move right now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I won't. I think I will break through this shape first. But it's a bit suspicious to do this because it loosens the value of this ko for me. Maybe this isn't a great move just now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was good. That was big. For sure. I would love to play here. Am I sure that I can capture the inside?
8,
I'm pretty sure.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
If I play here instead, he hanes, and I play here, he does that. I don't have the
8, 7,
power
5,
directly come in.
4,
Seems like it's not very strong compared to this move. Which anyway seems good. If I hane, and they push and play here, and I play here, and they do that, and I do that, and they do that, and I do that. Hane can kill this locally. The question is just, even though I can kill that locally here, is it better to play outside, greedily, give it more liberties,
7,
give it more aji?
5, 4,
No, I think it's better to play from the inside.
1.
And like this, I think. Actually, he could have played here in this one and made things a little trickier. Also, he could have played from this other side in general. Made things a little trickier. It feels like I gained just now, defending. But that push through, of course, is valuable. Obviously. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
This turn is to make it so that this ko is much heavier for my opponent if they answer with this move. And I would like to take this territory now.
9, 8,
Is there anything wrong with that?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I think it's wise. So just answering is the
9,
obvious move for me.
8, 7,
Is there some strike that my opponent thinks that they're going to do? I'm not sure why they ran through here. I guess it's just a vital point.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, is there something here? I can connect, and he does that. I connect here. I don't know what they're aiming for.
Two, one.
Okay, that's a valuable spot. I agree. However, your whole group here is not that strong, don't you think? What if I push here? I think it's very powerful.
Nine.
He has this attach inside, potential resource later, where they have a code to capture these 2 stones. Kind of weird. Hmm.
4, 3, 2.
I don't know. This seems wrong. This move here. It feels like I should maybe be connecting back here, maybe? It feels like I should be doing something for this thinness, but I wanted to counterattack with this move as well.
9, 8, 7.
That move is also powerful. I know. I know. But can you do that right now? Can I Hane here first? If they extend, I could try to capture 2 stones, maybe.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Maybe someday. Maybe I Hane first. Oh, it seems kind of good for them to capture this all. I don't know. Maybe I'm messing up here. This is a very difficult position with this and this both being kind of important. So does that mean I should play here now? Because it does, they did give themselves a liberty shortage. I think this is so valuable. Yeah. So then the question is how to best play with their liberty shortage here.
2, 1.
I'm not sure about this last move, this Atari. It feels good, but it may not actually be good. And then I think I want a wedge here first, but then when they play here, I need to Atari, and then they're not going to die locally, so it's like maybe I need to play this one first, but then it's like so awkward.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I don't know. I'll try wedging. See if this is any good.
5.
Oh, interesting. Some counterattack. I definitely need to do this. Some counterattack. If I play here and he does that, and I play here, maybe it's not working for me, guys. Maybe this is my not working fighting, my overplay. It seemed like this Atari was a mistake, I think.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Ah, this is not good to exchange such a move. But I needed to fix for this Hane. But it is so painful to let that kind of thing happen. Can I play here now? Probably not. Cut, and then cut. Yeah, super not good. Have to come back. Oh dear. Even there's some chance that he can use this now. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. Ah.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Yeah, it's so painful, guys. Ah, it's so painful. But the score estimator says black by 5.5 still. Which is always nice. But it's not giving white this territory. It's I'm pretty sure that white is winning this game. It's not even giving white anything for this. It's wildly optimistic for sure. However, maybe I can be optimistic too.
Two, one.
That move, I think I can answer outside. And it should be good for me. As they have no way to ever Atari from the inside. And to actually use my weaknesses, they need to fight this Ko, which is completely unreasonable.
Nine, eight.
If they hadn't exchanged these moves earlier, this would have been trouble. But luckily for me, they were a little hasty. So they want to fight a Ko now, which is, I think, very awkward timing. But we'll give it to them, right? We'll play this Ko.
Nine, eight.
Because if I win this Ko, I don't have to suffer anything anymore for this or for that. And I can unleash potential Tsuchis here later. If I can take this move and then short their liberties and force them to just capture 3 stones, they can die locally, actually. So that's the benefit if I win the Ko. This is actually very scary for them, I think.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
The question is, what am I doing in the meantime for my Ko threats and stuff? Probably I should get to this move. It's probably a pretty nice Ko threat.
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three.
That is yours. Also yours. And I think I want to go back to the Ko threat. To the ko, I mean, not the ko threat. But maybe it's just like jumping here that I really should be doing.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
There's some details over there that are quite important. I get. I bet. If I play here and he does that, and he plays here inside, and he makes a capture race against me later, it can actually be annoying. So I think that playing here is the objectively better move, although it gives him potentially an additional co-threat. It's not really additional, since I think he would also have some threats the other way. I think this is the correct way to play. And then I'm thinking I'll just jump here. And when he plays this, I'll just play here. And I think that's actually quite powerful. I'll allow him to play another move and activate this ko for real. Yeah.
9, 8.
Because this is going to create a situation where I can actually start harassing his whole cuts, his situation here in this whole area, and connect back to this side. So even if I lose this ko and lose these stones, it's possible that it can be still good for me if I get to play this push.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
This push is really critical, I guess.
3.
So I'm very happy to get it here. And we play the ko again, I think, although what they did just now is they took those 2 stones, so that makes the ko less important. Because this didn't advance the ko at all, they didn't actually take a liberty from me. So they did just make the ko less important right now, for real. So I think maybe that means it should be time for me to go here and try to
7, 6,
be
5,
powerful.
4, 3, 2. 8, 7.
They will probably exchange this move right now. They're annoying. Okay, they aren't. They didn't do it. So if I play here, and they play here, and I turn, and they play here, and I play here, and they play here, I have to eventually take that. Is that going to be good?
6,
Or is it better to play here, let them answer?
3, 2.
I think this is the better way. So I want to turn now. The problem is if I turn and they connect here, then I need to connect here. They connect here.
7,
They're going to cut me properly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What I did just now is terrible, I think. I think that was terrible. I don't think I have a method against this. Or this one. I think I really, really needed to take this and allow him to fix his cut over here, and then just to be satisfied to break and attack
5,
that part.
4, 3.
I must play here now. Must then capture and hope. I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for anymore. This is very, very, very poor play by me. I just totally misunderstood what was happening with this.
9, 8, 7.
We're gonna do this one and then turn here, I guess. It doesn't make any sense. Connect here. None of it makes sense, you know? Oh, it was so much better if I took this vital point. Why did I not take the vital point and just let him fix? I knew that was the vital point. Oh, so sad. So the reason I'm playing this all out to this extent is to try to get the maximum amount of liberties here. I have 4 right now. I have this one as my Sente. He has 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8 here. Oh, I thought I had 4 if he would not answer this, but he played the aggressive way, meaning he's going to play underneath. But this actually leaves him much more thinness in this area for like clamps and stuff. So it's a good thing I asked, I guess. But anyway, I think it's time to come back here, or it's time to
7,
split off here. Either one, depending on what I need to win right now. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
No, I need to gain more. So I need to play here. Be aggressive. I am not winning at the moment. Score estimator says I am, but it's giving this as safe and this as easily dead. Yeah, I'm not winning by this much. I'm not winning.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He answered so passively that he didn't even take this one. But what it did do is it set up some way to save that for later. Yeah, that's not worth it, I think. I can go back here, but I need to handle this Aji. I need to handle this area well.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna play here first. Not sure if that's good. I'm thinking I'm setting up something here, but I'm not sure if I really am. You're here, cut. Could be scary. Here, 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 here,
9, 8,
here.
7,
Connect. Could be scary also.
4, 3,
I think this is something. Cut. And Atari. And then Atari here. And then can I connect here? They cut. I connect here. They Atari, I die. Connect here. They cut. I descend. They play here. It's not working.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So it can only play here. This is almost naturally fixing this. If I play here, no, it's too aggressive. This is much better.
4, 3,
Yeah, this is expected. And then, can I connect or can I play here? Some underneath this thing. Underneath thing is like super risky, isn't it? I think the connect is the
9,
generally correct way
7,
to handle this kind of thing. And then probably this push is too massive to leave anymore. I think it's too big because this follow-up push could be Sente. And then we need to go take the ko. So whether this is good or not, I don't know. All that. I think we need to take this ko. I think this ko is still fightable for me. He took his own liberty. That's a good sign. Not very careful play from White there.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Just wondering whether this kind of exchanging is something I need to fear will be taken away from me, but it's probably not.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Four, 3.
Score estimator. Tell me who's winning, because I don't know. I should think for myself, but we are often too lazy to do that, aren't we? As humans. I have this throw in and then this throw in, if I'm insane, by the way.
7,
Which then,
5,
you know,
4.
he's considering his own throw in here. I think rightly, actually. What if I throw in here and then I just play this one? No, I play this one and then I prepare to play throw in and then a no, this one is just very valuable, I guess. Because I'm preparing throw in and then Atari and then I could capture.
9, 8.
And then I can come back here. Continue to harass him about the ko. I'm going to play this move as my co-threat, that move as my co-threat, that move as my co-threat. Gain all the endgame there. I hope.
8, 7.
I could have played this one, couldn't I? Because if he blocks here, I can cut. Or I can put this one down and then cut, or something. I don't know. I wonder whether this is a big enough reverse sente for him to consider taking it. Probably not. Seems like it's not that big. But what else is big? I mean, this is bigger, I guess. There's not that much else that's big.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I'm just slightly nervous about it, so let me just take it. And then I'll come back here. Answer that. Score estimator, it still likes me. And it's starting to be more accurate. I may just win this game after all. Okay. I should capture, of course. My easiest co-threats are just about gone. I think this move may be actually one of my best shots, just creating a 6-point. But this is also just like a big
9,
move.
7,
This one has like,
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. That might not be the biggest. Probably wasn't, yeah. Probably wasn't the biggest. Those 2 stones were also very big. They meant territory for both of us.
7,
If I would have been greedy and tried to save them, it could have been nice for me. This is... yeah. I'm wondering if I should be pushing here. Which makes this co super serious if he tries. Do I have super serious co-threats? I have like 1, right? Does he have super serious co-threats? I don't think he does. Not really.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So in fact, I'm going to play this way instead. Which is just plain out big territory rather than let him have the territory and sort of casually hold onto a co-threat. I'm not even going to bother. So this makes the co super serious, and then he can take this back if he wants.
9, 8.
Or he can take that. I think I connect. Yeah, I obviously connect. We go into small end game. Score estimator. It says black by 10. Somehow. Somehow, some way, I won. Let's go! I did, by the way, this is the first one I recorded. I did win the first game I tried. Recording offline. Okay, let's review this game. I did click score estimator a lot because I was nervous to count on camera. If you count, you have to sit there silently for like a minute to count. Like, I don't know, man. I didn't actually like count very carefully. I just sort of vaguely judged my way through the game. Anyway, that was fun. That was a good game. Let's go. We won a game. Hooray, 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 hooray. I believe that win secures me from double ranking down to 7 Dan, which is funny. Okay, don't show me the game, please. All right. So, no, thank you. I am done. Let's review. Let's see. So I was black here. My opponent played white. So this opening, I know that this move is not objectively correct, but I don't think it's that wrong. Opponents do generally know what to do against it here. But I thought that overall, so basically I thought white was doing well up until turn for that. I think that's a bad exchange. I think they were supposed to play on the side. And I'm not sure about this move. I don't think that's that amazing. But, oh, and basically this move I have the most questions with for anything. This is the kind of move which is trying to be globally aware of details. Like I saw those cuts that they can do things and that they can affect the other places. So I was like, let me just go fix. That's globally aware of the detail for that I have a weakness there. But I don't know if that's like objectively correct. And also like maybe it was better to take this timing to try to exchange that. But I don't know. Excuse me. They did that. I just pressed them outside and I waited here. This was a super interesting variation on the upper right corner, don't you guys think? I mean, this was completely unexpected. I've never seen anything like this before. absolutely wild. Probably this exchange is bad. Don't you guys think? It's probably bad. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, of course, at this point. But if I would have just played here, he would have just done this anyway. We get the same thing, and then pushing here is obviously incorrect, right? I thought I needed to do it because I wouldn't get Incente later, but I will still get Incente later. So I was just a little stupid, right? Just a little stupid there. Definitely lost, I think, quite a bit, actually, when I do that. But he lost some stuff back. In general, I feel at this moment in the game, I should be doing well. Like, white has hardly any territory, and I have a big territory on the top side and potential on the right side. But, I mean, he does have Komi. I have the Sente, though. I feel like I'm doing well here. My judgment was that I think it's going to say, like, black +4. It says white +4. Alright. Fair enough. Yeah. That was just testing my judgment, but was there anything that I did get surprised by? I mean, I didn't really do my reading properly here. I did get surprised by his connect. His connect is a good idea, and I guess this probably ends up just being a good variation for him locally, since he does get the Sente and he also gets the corner and decent shape. I wonder whether I was supposed to then take the side or take the corner after all. It seems sort of weird to take the corner here, but maybe it was the right way to try to squeeze him, or maybe there was some entirely crazy way to play. It's a really tough call, really tough. Anyway, the game went on like that, and here. This is all normal. Nothing surprising here. Now this part was really interesting as well. He did surprise me a bit when he played this jump, and I think I think that was a good move. But I think I did it really. I think I surprised him when I played this move. I think this was a really, really good way to make this valuable. I honestly think this move was the game-winning move. I think that was awesome. I think that was a success. I also think that was a success. Like, the way that this worked, especially the way that he handled it, it was really, really good for me. He didn't have to handle it so poorly, of course, but, like, I definitely did a good job taking liberties very fast. That was good. Turn there is good. Take the territory here is good. Yeah, probably he already thinks he's losing if he's playing moves like that. And then he obviously shouldn't let me play here. This is super nice for me. But what I did to play this one was way too aggressive. It was way over the line. If I played this move, then I can, like, he can't really play here. I have this follow-up. He can't easily, like, use my short of liberty because he's short of liberties too, and it's going to give him massive, massive pain. So he basically has to answer if I play like that, right? And then I could just play here anyway, and it's just clean. It's so much better, right? I could still chase him. I could still chase him there, and I have this move all the time. I think this move was like a big mistake to let him play here, and then to let him cut. It was a nasty surprise, this cut. And then I wasn't actually surprised by how this went, to be honest. But what I was thinking of was actually feeding him an additional stone here just to save that with that one extra stone, just to make this work, which I think would have been better considering how the game went. The problem with this is it's just objectively awful. I mean, what it means is I can play here now, so that's a bonus. That even though he gets so much extra territory, at least I'm much, much thicker here, so I can actually capture. It's probably good. It's probably good to play like this. I bet black is winning. Yeah, black is winning. But I just couldn't convince myself to like let him feed that much. And I couldn't convince myself to play here either because it feels so awkward to let him take a liberty, which loses my power a lot of the time. Although I guess it doesn't lose that much power, does it? So I could have done that and then still played here. Actually, this is probably the best. I should just extend there. I was too active, and then he got his counter chance because of it. Yeah, I played. I'm definitely losing right now. Definitely losing. Like, it's not even close. But this move was really bad, and let me back in. And then we did some crazy co-complications. And here, if I would have just done this, I guess the game would be easy. Because then he has to fix this somehow. I saw that he could fix here. I was thinking that this is going to be like, oh, that's really annoying for me. But I could continue from the outside like this. I never have to worry about this co because I'm attacking him here, you know? This is my rate. This is my rate. And then he has to actually answer probably on the side, like something like that. I would expect a variation like this. And then this is like not even a threat. No. This is way better for black. Probably black wins a lot. Yeah, black by 15. But I did this instead. I needed to take the vital point. It was so important. Instead, we had this game. But I did get to block here, which was nice. And then he wasted moves. Basically, he wasted moves here, thinking that he was winning a lot. But I could just clean up, actually. I ended up just doing things simply. Although I was looking for the ways to do things complicated. But simply was enough. And probably he should have fought this ko. And really tried. The problem with that ko, the reason why he didn't do it, is that I'm going to ignore every co-threat right now. Seriously, everything. Like, he can play literally any massive co-threat. He doesn't really have one. But I will ignore literally everything, capture here, and then capture these 3 stones, and then capture this whole thing. So it's like, you know, it's not playable. So I won. Okay, any other surprising shifts for me? I think mostly it's just that this ko is probably more important than I gave it credit for. Mostly this ko is confusing for me still. And then my successes, I sort of noted them in the game. But I think it's important to note that I generally won the game in the end fighting rather than the beginning fighting. That was clear. Okay, let's take a look. So the game went like this, and actually my running was not very smart, huh? I thought about playing these peeping moves, but apparently my running was supposed to be this way, or it was supposed to be underneath him. I'm supposed to get surrounded and then somehow save my group. I don't really understand. Oh, it's because his blocking there is very powerful. So if I let him get a block that powerful, then I have to have a counter on the left side for it to be worth it. I see. I see. So actually what I was doing here was all a little bit slack if I compare it to ideas that go through this. If he cuts, then I can counter cut, make a thing. So I was generally being slack when I was taking care of this group. That makes sense. Even this move was slack. I could have played. Wow, this is not my expectation, but it's like split that or connect if they play that way. It does make sense. This push is a good timing. Wow. AI is seriously attacking the upper left white group. I'm not seriously attacking that. I'm not really thinking it's under pressure, but AI is. It's pretty interesting. In general, I was gaining with respect to him. But all the time I should cut here, really. I looked at these cuts, I thought that it's like if I cut, I end up in Gote, and then I thought I lose control. It's saying I actually can attack this upper left seriously. So he has to answer a couple times. It's like he's actually kind of in trouble, and then I can still run no matter what, and I've taken control of the game. So the AI thinks every move that we both should be handling that area, but we were both like being deliberately obtuse about it, which is funny. Extend here. How does it like my crazy move? No, not a fan. So this way I had Hane. I didn't see Hane at this time. Hane at this time is perfect. So the point was, if you play here first, they're going to play here. And now when you do this, they're going to throw in and kill you. I saw that. But if you play Hane first, if they try to kill you now, they can't because they're short of liberties over here. They cannot like play the the classic patting the raccoon's belly Tsuji, which is this one. That's a serious Tsuji name. I didn't make it up. But yeah, instead I would be able to get this kind of a potentially living shape, which turns out to potentially be a ko shape as well. A crazy variation. Anyway, I did not see that Hane. If I saw that Hane, then I could have done it a lot better. Here, though, obviously that exchange was bad. And then I'm curious what it says for this, because I thought here I was still going to die to this. And it does realize that I'm going to die eventually, and that's good for white. Okay, so that's a fake news. I am supposed to fall back here. But that exchange was bad that I did there. Indeed. Push, answer. Wow, Hane is horrible. I could cut in Sente. I could literally capture that stone in Sente. Hane is terrible. It's right. Hane is horrible. How did I play Hane? I could even attack the whole group? Okay, that's a little crazy for me. I don't believe in attacking the whole group. It feels like they have some power over here. Like not power, but like room to make eyes. Feels sort of weird to attack their whole group, but I guess this lost me a lot. And I can understand this cut at least. And I can understand like, but I guess it lost me a lot to let him make that kind of shape inside. All right, here I had a direction of play to make. I could have attacked him really severely, but in general, it seems like I took the right kind of idea, where I was threatening to make a base there and then threatening to invade. And yeah, he was actually supposed to Hana here, which I realized in the game, but that's such a hard move to play. I didn't actually mention it because I just sort of moused over it, if you notice, but I didn't actually mention it because it's I knew that was good, but almost nobody knows about that. I don't think that most Nidons can find that Hane in that kind of circumstance. It's very hard. Okay, so apparently this move was actually very valuable for me to go take. So at this moment where I didn't really know what I was doing, I could just take that as my Sente and then continue playing naturally. But what I did was not so bad, I think, in direction. I pushed here, and wow, it says that, in fact, taking the liberty was important. So I told you guys that I thought that taking the liberty is not important here. But even in this situation, where it's that surrounded, it's still important to take the liberty in this circumstance. That's pretty interesting. I guess later on, I can play for the end game sequence where you slide underneath them, but it seems kind of weird to devote that much power to it. Okay, here I could have played here as well. I see, and he can't easily block because I can cut, and I don't really have my own weakness due to that shape that I have. So actually this one is a little fierce. It's a little tough for him to handle. Instead, this kind of gave him an easier way. Yeah, I should I should be running up through there. Okay, I didn't see that. We went like this, and then yeah, I thought I maybe shouldn't necessarily do this, right? Because he can say, hey, you're just playing on the bottom side now. That's not that big. Yeah. So I was supposed to play some move that I can pretend is a co-threat. But it's not really like it's supposed to be for co-threat. It was this move locally that was good. That was a success. I told you guys later that was a success. Look at this. That is the correct move to play locally by a landslide. And it was before as well. So I just found that a little late, basically. Then fought the ko correctly. And yeah, fought this correctly. So I invited him in to make that ko aji, and I just sort of played around it, and it was correct. The correct way to do things. I could have played inside. I thought about playing inside here as well. This is saying you can go to the bottom side. The bottom side doesn't matter. You have it. And then I will take the rest. I just thought I could play like this, so I thought it was better. But maybe this is a little more dangerous than I thought. I mean, didn't work out that dangerous in the game. Oh, this wins without a ko, by the way. That's a lot better than winning with a ko. I didn't realize that there would be a ko. That was a surprise. So I can work on that in the future to find that kind of dirty ko for my opponent. Yeah, I honestly had no idea that I was winning by 12 points right now. And if I did, then I would have played this patient move for sure. 15 points I'm winning? It's actually shocking. I was confident that I was doing okay, but I didn't think I was winning. I didn't think the game was over. I guess I won a lot more than I thought from his bad exchanges here, basically. Those bad exchanges cost so much for white in terms of like their potential to do stuff. And then here it became really hard fighting. So I was supposed to play here and then connect here. So then they have this Atari that I saw. Oh, but I can make a full squeeze. So I'm supposed to take this Atari and then... Okay, sure. And then take my full squeeze. And then play this. And then it's clean. That's the correct way. So if you run out through like that, then you can get the full squeeze and then you can cleanly capture the other side. That's the correct way. So what I did, I was very confused. And yeah, I understood that I should probably do this now, but it felt like I ended myself. So I wanted to do the other way, but then this just hurt myself more and more and more. And I actually gave him a chance back into the game. Even I saved there, apparently lost so much. Even though he has a real cut there that definitely exists, that I stop with it when I play like this. Those two stones are probably just not nearly big enough, especially compared to the value of being able to push through here and mess with his shape. Okay, but luckily for me, he did this one, which I mentioned in the game was very poor, and it gave me a chance right back into the game. I eventually took that Sente. Yeah, we were playing the Ko a little bit. Every time that we play the Ko, I guess we lose a lot. But eventually I realized that this was bigger, and I took control against these cuts. And here, if I would just take this, as I said, I would be completely winning, but I totally failed. Totally failed. But even though I totally failed, I was still winning. I don't think I did that poorly in this sequence afterwards. No, this is not that bad. And then capturing that was good. And then this was a little aggressive, but it was actually quite fine when he didn't, like, he had to find this one apparently, and then I had to find that one, which is not necessarily given, but it's not that easy for either of us, basically. So after that, I was leading, and yeah, I played a little intensely with respect to this Ko on the bottom right, but I did keep in mind his Ko threats and generally play, I think, a good game. Yeah, I should have, instead of doing that one, I should have done this so that I have the next Ko threats there as my backup, just in case I missed a Ko threat or something. But anyway, a nice win, fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks everyone for watching. If you got this far, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you get to 5,000 subscribers, I actually have a special that I'm working really hard on preparing behind the scenes. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, I'm very excited. So make sure to do all those wonderful things and check if you're subbed if you're not. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.